Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF TWF Thursday Night Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and Aiden English, and today on Thursday Night Impact or Hit, we're going to talk about what we saw yesterday on Dynamite or Might. Yesterday on Dynamite or Might, we know that Ricochet will now be taking on Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight winnings because Becky Lynch ended up getting the match thrown out by putting her hands on the Fight Keeper. Or I guess Joey Styles said, yeah, that is what happened, Jonathan Coachman said yesterday on Dynamite or Might. And we wonder if it's going to when they're going to play out here today on Thursday Night Impact or Hit. Well, to tell you the truth, Aiden English says, if it continues here today or not, that's a whole other thing. But that's some other, that's another thing, but I think it will happen. And I think Becky Lynch is going to be upset that she got treated badly. Aiden English says, well, keep in mind it was Becky Lynch with her hands on the Fight Keeper, and that's how the match got thrown out, Joey Styles said. Yes, that is what happened, Jonathan Coachman says yesterday on Dynamite or Might. So I'm not fighting Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight winnings? How can that be? I mean, I get it. I'm the TWF Allegheny Share fighter. Won it for the 2 with time. And that Fight Keeper is the grounds to why I did not win the match. And now they're going to say that I put my hands on the Fight Keeper. And the match gets thrown out. Well, that's bullshit right there. That is flawless bullshit right there. And so I want John Bradshaw Latefield, the seatman of the TWF matchmaking team. And I also want the four-setter and head leadership wicker Astronema. And I want the owner, Brian Fisher, to come out and say they're sorry for making that happen to me. And I will hold the whole match, the whole show. I will do that. And don't think I won't. Well, Joey Styles says, we know that Becky Lynch is threatening to do that to the whole show. And it looks like she's going to have to, and it looks like that she means business. Well, and here comes the owner now. Becky, darling, you will not hold this show hostage. You will not take over this show, Becky, darling. You put your hands on the Fight Keeper, and under the oversight, the match is thrown out. That was your doing, darling. You should be thankful that you did not get stripped of the TWF Allegheny Share winnings, which the seatman of the TWF matchmaking team, John Bradshaw Latefield, could clearly do to you, since it falls underneath his oversight. And you are lucky at me. And the four-setter and head leadership Wicker, astronomer, and the seatman John Bradshaw Latefield, seatman of the TWF matchmaking team, did not choose to have you stripped. So get over yourself. You threw the match out. But you put your hands on the fight keeper. So the way I look at it is that you owe the fight keeper a forgiveness. And you know what? Also happening, John Bradshaw Latefield says, you are going to have to yield a fee for putting your hands on that fight keeper. Now you need to get out of this ring now. Oh, you think I'm frightened of you, Flying Fisher? You think you're so cool and everything? I'm daring you to fight me. Rebecca, darling, do not do this. I am not in the mood for your shit. Get out of my bloody face. Well, we just heard, we only heard from the owner, Flying Fisher, and the seatman of the TWF matchmaking team, John Bradshaw Latefield, about she has to yield a fee. Make me yield a fee. Who are they to make me yield a fee? This isn't over. You hear me? Make me yield a fee. Say I'm sorry to the fight keeper, like that's gonna happen. Well, what we see going on here, Joey Styles says, is Becky Lynch had to yield a fee for putting their hands on the fight keeper, and she's not happy about it. No, you ever heard that saying, don't do the Misty if you can't do the time, Jonathan Coachman says. That oversight does apply to Becky Lynch. Oh yeah, Aiden English says, but they're using their sleigh, you know, to be unfair to Becky Lynch. That's what they're doing, Aiden English says. To be fair, Joey Styles says, I think what owner Flying Fisher and head leader and the four-setter and head leadership Wicker, astronomer, and the seatman of the TWF matchmaking team, John Bradshaw Latefield, did was more kind than they should have done. By rights, she would have been held up. She would have been stripped of the TWF Allegheny share winnings. Well, we're now going to take it away now to Tony Schiavone. Well, stand up. Stand up. Come on. Doesn't want to stand up anymore. Alright, Joey Styles, Jonathan Coachman. I'm going to be talking with Becky Lynch here today on Collision or Hit. Alright, Becky Lynch, we just seen what happened. You getting fined for putting your hands on a fight keeper. Oh, you think it's funny, Tony Schiavone? It's not, Becky Lynch says. They just did that because they don't want me to become the world heavyweight fighter. Well, you did put your hands on that fight keeper yesterday. They didn't make you do that. That was on you. Oh, and the owner, Ryan Fisher, thinks that I'm frightened of her. I'm not. One of these days you're going to get it, Frine. You hear that, Phryne? Or Phryne, what you call yourself? I'm not going to say I'm sorry to that fight keeper. Say that fight lord. Oh, and I should be thankful, you know. And I should be thankful, that they didn't strip me. The TWF Allegheny share winnings. Yeah, you should be thankful for that. You only have to yield a fee. It would be a lot worse. You could have been stripped of the TWF Allegheny share winnings. Yeah, and you would have liked that, wouldn't you, Tony Schiavone? Well, that's my talk with Becky Lynch. Back to you, Joey Styles and Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Tony Schiavone, for talking with Becky Lynch here today on Thursday Night Impact or Hit. And that's all the time we got for Thursday Night Impact or Hit. I, Joey Styles, with Jonathan Coachman and Aiden English, we hope you like Thursday Night Impact or Hit. And we'll see you tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown.